Oh, good morning to you, good morning. It is Saturday, oh dear, 16th, and, you know, in the morning we do little things like we open shutters and such like, and you open the shutters and you look out and you see this wonderful sky, clouds tinged as the sun starts to come up in the east. At least I hope it's coming up in the east. And you think, isn't that just gorgeous? It's possible, it's slightly below zero, it's possible we might get some snow. We might not. One of my neighbours who takes a keen interest in this sort of thing says we won't. But there we are. Right, it is time to contemplate what it is I'm going to do. It doesn't involve me chasing mice. It might involve me in doing some painting and decorating. Well, they seem happy, don't they? And that's how I tell the temperature. If the water is pretty like that, and I you know, every time it freezes differently. How cold was it last night? Well, it wasn't that cold, was it? I have been thinking, well, you know, after a style, and yeah, this part of the layout, I'm at the stage where I need to do some thinking. You see, railway engine sheds, they sort of grew and grew and grew, and then suddenly they became obsolete. The thinking behind this lot is we're somewhere in the back end of the 50s or the start of the 1960s, rather like me. So we have a little ancient engine shed from when the railway was first built, but then what we're going to have is a bigger engine shed, but we're also going to have spare, I'm going to use a railway term, we're going to have spare roads. The road at the back is going to be for the derelicts. Now, my early memories of railways come from the time when steam engines were being discarded and being replaced with diesels and electrics. And I've got memories of going past places like Tilbury Riverside or Plaistow. If you look today for Plaistow engine shed, it isn't there anymore. But I remember seeing locomotives with no fires in them, with no steam, just waiting to be dragged away, to be cut up. Some of them waiting to have things robbed off them to keep the rest going. So, yeah, we're going to have a row of derelict engines. I've got quite a few derelict engines that need a certain amount of love and attention. What I've got to work out is where all of the points have got to go. For the American viewers, switches. Points, okay? Because what needs to happen is locomotives need to be able to come from the shed. They need to go to a coaling stage. This is a small shed, so it will have a coaling stage, not a coaling tower. They need to go to a water tower somewhere, and they will need to come and pick up coaches from the carriage sidings, and then they need to be able to take those coaches and move them out onto the main line. Now they need to be able to run around, because when you come in and pick up coaches and take them back out, you need to put the locomotive on the other end of the train. Or we could use a shed pilot for that. Most engine sheds, most bigger engine sheds, had a small locomotive that would move things about and put them in the right place, so that the big locomotives could hook up to them and take them away. So I need to do some thinking. Need to work out what I need to do and what is possible with what I've got. Yeah, I might do some of that this afternoon. Might do, might not. We'll see how the day goes. I did have a silly moment and painted some trees. My plan was to go to the shop that had all of the little Christmassy trees before Christmas and buy lots of them after Christmas when they were cheap. But they're very, very well organised, and they cleared the shelves and there were no Christmas trees for sale at any price. So I picked up a bit of board and, well, yeah. Does it look like trees? I don't know.